Hello everyone, welcome to this video. As you can see by the title, this is going to be a Daniel Smith watercolor sticks review. That is the package right there. That's how it comes in that plastic sleeve with the card. And this is the core mixing palette that has 5 basic colors that you can mix and get an array of different colors if you're good at color mixing, which I am not. These are the colors that it came with, your basic primary colors. I actually felt like I could use more colors, but that's because I don't mix usually. So it came also with a little sticker there. And so the sticks came in a nice little handy dandy case, which I was happy about. So that makes it easy to pack and transport with you or just to store away to keep in the studio. It's not all out. It comes in a case. So you guys already know the colors. So I think I'm going to skip past this after the black and get straight away into swatching. So this is cold press watercolor paper, Strathmore, good quality paper. And here we go. I'm just laying down the colors for the swatches. And the top row is going to be just swatches of the sticks on dry paper. So dry on dry. All right. So now I'm going to add some water to my brush and see how the sticks behave with a wet brush on top. So the colors are moving around. It is leaving behind a little texture, as you can see, which is normal. You kind of see that with a lot of other water-soluble materials like Neocolor 2s. That happens as well. So here's a close-up. And so far, so good. Everything is looking good to me. I like that little textured mark that it can leave behind like that. I think that adds texture and depth to it. So now I'm dipping the stick into some water and laying down the color. And as you can see, that just makes the color even more pigmented. Very, very good color payoff there with dipping the watercolor stick into water first and then laying down the color onto the paper. So I'm really loving the vibrancy of these colors, of these sticks. So far, so good. So far, very worth the money. So now I am going to move those pigments around with a wet brush and see how they perform. And I just so love that quinacridone coral right there. I love it. And it moved very nicely, as well as the black. I was really impressed by the black. I don't see a lot of black watercolor, so I was really impressed by that. The yellow is very vibrant. The phthalo green as well. I mean, all of them are very, very vibrant colors. The pigmentation is on point. All right, so there's a close-up of that. And again, no complaints here. So far, so very good. So what I did is I wrote the names off camera So now I am just gonna do a little demonstration of a sketch of some sunflowers. I did the sketch off camera there, and here I am getting started and starting to mix colors to get a green. So I put down the yellow first with the phthalo green, and sorry for the shaky camera, and some black. And that got me a nice dark sort of hunter green type of deal. Oh yeah, I had to erase some of the pencil markings from the sketch. Only when I do that, sometimes I erase the sketch a little too much and then I can't see where my lines are at so that I can paint. So that's my frustration with sketching with graphite before. And I get so intimidated with sketching with the colored pencils sometimes. I really, really have to warm up before I just dive into sketching with the colored pencils or crayons. So anyway, getting back to this, I am making my way with this dark green color, and it doesn't look like I made enough there, but that's fine. We're just playing around, testing out these new products. But I do believe I mix some more green and get a more brighter green going in a few minutes, so you'll see that soon. And here we are mixing again, getting into that yellow, contaminating it a little bit, but that's okay. And getting that yellow in, and then that phthalo green. I think I make more of it this time and make the green much brighter than before. I was much happier with the green that I made after. Here, adding some more green and yellow to brighten it up. So you can definitely use these sticks to mix colors and I got different values of green, yellow, orange, and blue. So they are also great for mixing. And also great for plein air as well. I've seen Sandy Hester, what she did with hers is that she broke the sticks in half and put half, the half sticks in her plein air kit, and the others were in studio. I might eventually do that, but I don't really see the need. I mean, since they come in that little handy dandy case, I can throw those in my bag and keep them in the studio the same way at the same time. So, I mean, it's to each his own. But I don't know if I'll be breaking them up like that. So here I am mixing the yellow and the quinacridone coral to get that nice color for the sunflowers. So, I mean, overall, I really like this product. It is pricey. I did have a 25% coupon off from Blick. It was an in-store coupon only, so I had to use it in store. It was not good for online. So I got a couple of dollars off of the price of the set, which was like $50. And yeah, that's better than nothing because they are pretty pricey, and that's the thumbs down for me is the price. But everything else in terms of the way that it's packaged, the portability, the mixing, color mixing, I could have used buff titanium and like a sap green, another green, but I guess I could save that for, the future. I don't really need those right now. But I did right there, you can see me just taking the color right off the stick with my paintbrush, which is another way you could use them, which I love. And me mixing the color for the sky there. I feel like the pigmentation, the pigments, the color payoff for these are really, really stellar. I really like them for that. So once I laid down this base of watercolor, I'm going to be coming in with some watercolor pencils. Guys, this is not like supposed to be some sort of finished piece that I'm going to sell or anything like that. This is for demo purposes. So, the art is the art, but this piece is strictly for demo purposes. So here I am just going in, adding some details with a smaller brush, a more detailed brush. And yeah. Okay, so moving on to the watercolor pencils, Caran. I'll have everything that I used listed in the description box. So I'm just going in with some pencils, adding some more detail and texture and color to this. I wanted to add a little bit more of a orange or mustard yellowy color to the sunflower. So I knew that I had to go in with a particular color in watercolor pencil. And if you're just learning how to mix colors like me, I feel like a set like this can really help. If primary colors can really help you to, when you're playing around, to see what colors you can make with, with how you can mix colors and what colors you'll end up with. So just adding more preciseness to the sunflowers, adding more petals and things like that, and just adding more details. So this is one of my favorite colors, watercolor pencils. This is moss green. Caran has this color in watercolor pencils, Neocolor 1, Neocolor 2, and this is my favorite green. And that's why it's so small in comparison to the other pencils, because I use it a lot. So still just adding the details. I feel like sometimes we just can't stop adding details and then we end up overworking. And I was at the precipice of overworking this because I didn't need to go into so much detail. This video is about the watercolors, not the pencils. So anyway, still adding some more details. So that is a Prismacolor watercolor pencil in Carmine Red. Again, I'll have everything listed in the description box. Going back in with that moss green. So guys, I'm almost done here. I should have sped this up even a little bit more, but I feel like I time-lapse almost all of my videos, and sometimes I like to let you guys see the real-time work. So here it is. So anyway, to recap, looks like I'm adding a little bit more detail, of course. Oh, I felt like there were some harsh lines in the clouds, and in the sky there. So I was trying to soften the harsh lines up with a warmer color. So, and in my opinion, honestly, these Daniel Smith watercolor sticks are great. The downside for me is the price, but that's the only downside, but they are worth it. The quality is impeccable. The color payoff is great. The mixing capability is another great. They are great for plein air. You can break the sticks up, put them in your plein air kit, leave some in the studio. The only thing for me too as well is I think I'm going to go back and get 2 more colors in the future, buff titanium and maybe like a sap green or a hooker's green if they have it. I don't remember. But all in all, I really enjoyed using these. And I think I highly recommend them, and I think that they would be a great addition to your art supplies if you're an artist and or illustrator. So there's the little painting there, and yeah. So if you're new to my channel, thank you for watching. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I could really use the support. And if you've been here already, thank you for watching. Take care.